Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is our review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 2, Episode 5. I started watching this on Saturday. It is 2 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday morning. I now remember why I did not review this show like Season 1. It be boring a little bit, and it was like, you know what I'm saying, I just didn't like it. It did not hold my attention this episode, so let's get into it. Honey, and again, I'm sorry that I'm skipping my intro, but y'all already know to relax, relate, to release, to inhale, exhale, to center yourself, to become a whole JayBird. Dun 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 dun. Okay, to follow me on social media, the links is in the description box below, to like, to comment, and to share. Boom, we have all that out the way because I had time. Let's hope I remember what happened because my notes is from Saturday and I did the last few. I watched 20 minutes on Saturday and I watched the rest of it today. Melody go to see Marcel at the this little construction site or whatever, and she's fussing because she's pissed that he insinuated that her mama was out here on some explicit tape. Okay, she's mad like kids and parents should be off limits, Marcel. Kids and parents should be off limits, okay? And he like, there's many mothers that I could have been talking about, this on that explicit tape. Don't play with me. You know what you was doing, Marcel. You know what you was doing. I'm like, I think so. He's, I thought you came to apologize. No, I did not. Apologize for what? No. Well, because your husband threatened me. She was like, prove it. Can you prove it? He's like, well, no, I can't prove it. But you know what I'm saying? But that don't matter. He did it. Whatever. He said, look, you ain't shit for leaking our tax records, okay? That's what you ain't shit for. He then tells her, can you prove it? Look, you lying about not doing it, but that don't matter. Whatever. She then brings up how her mama helped them build their business and she was the backbone behind it all. He said, how was she the backbone? What she do? All the office work, all the contracts and getting this and that. And I mean, look, people fail to realize sometimes it is the office staff, the administrative staff, who keeps things going. Okay, as a person who works in the office doing billing and all that stuff, honey, it is tedious work and it helps the business run. Okay, now I'm not gonna say she built a business, but if she was the one making sure contract was signed, bills was getting paid, and this and that and that and this, she was the integral part of it. Okay, let's leave that be. Anyway, at this point in time, not both. She's yelling, whatever this and whatever that. He like, calm down. I'm not yelling. I'm like, you are yelling, Mel. Calm down. I feel like Mel should not have went down there. I feel like everything that Mel said was something that Martell had already said in one way or the other to Marcel. I get she wanted to go down there specifically about her mama and the sex tape. I get that. But I still feel like, girl, go home. Down there in heels at a construction site, go home, okay? And she leaves, game on. You want to talk about mothers? Game on. And that ain't a threat, but game on. And she then escorts herself out. And I can say this, Marceau, as passive aggressive and as assholey as he was the whole time, he kept us cool. Because, I don't even care. We then see he go home and tell Tisha what happened. Blah, blah. She came down. She was upset. She was cracking jokes about, stuff not being made, not being done yet. Why she care? Why she come out to our location like you should have had security escort her out? Ain't no security at an not open yet construction site. Ain't no security, okay? The place is dilapidated, okay? Leave it be. Anyway, and she popped up at our place to cause drama. I came to her place for peace. I'm like, you ain't come for peace. No one comes peacefully at someone's event they was not invited to someone they beefing with. This don't happen. But I'm like, I digress. That's the difference between the Holtz and the Scotts. I'm like, whatever. So, Marcel was just annoying that she popped up or whatever. This fake old rule that parents are off limits. I feel like parents being off limits isn't a fake rule. It's an unspoken rule. Like, no one should have to tell you that parents are off limits. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm beefing with somebody, I'm not going to go after a parent. Not going to do that. Not on my watch or whatever. And then I'm just, because even if we're not friends, you know what I'm saying, we don't have to be enemies. And he like, Tisha, I need you to kind of just calm down or whatever. I need you to relax, into release. I say, oh, he watched me and said it wrong. It's relax, relate, release. Okay, I don't know what relate mean. Like relight a candle. Don't do that. We do see that Martell mom comes to visit. I didn't really care that much or whatever. She lets them know I will not be a live-in babysitter. I will not sell my house and come in and live with y'all. You got me fucked up. Ooh, they got fucked up. Not today, not the one fucked up. Ooh, they got fucked up. 'Cause she's not the one. Yeah, I know that's Elman the Seal song. Anyway, you got me fucked up. Ooh, you got me fucked up. Not today. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm giddy. But anyway, she come by, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then, we see her and Martell sit down and chit chat because at that point, Mel said, oh, Martell, I forgot about the Comcast Xfinity appointment. I'm looking like ain't they gonna come to the house? What you going to, girl? I think that was a fake let me leave or whatever, but I digress. So he sit down with his mom and bring up how, the daddy didn't come to the baby shower and his daddy ain't been around that much or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? He just wonders, he asked her if she ever wonders what their life could have been like had the father been around. Well, I raised my child. You know what I'm saying? I worked 2 jobs and I did my job, so it is what it is. Meaning I can't sit up here and wonder what my life could have been like. My life was my life, okay? And that's what it was. He brings up how, well, maybe too late for him to raise me since I'm grown, but I do feel like I wish he could still be around for his grandkids. You know what I'm saying? He then asks his mom, like, can you talk to him and see if he can come around a little bit more, or like this encourage? He's like, no, we not together. That ain't my job. I can see if I was like messing with, like we was like a couple or whatever, then yes, but no, you can reach out. You know what I'm saying? Do that. So he does reach out to his dad, and they can meet up or whatever. Kimmy and Mel meet up at chit chat. I think I got the picture. Did I have a picture of that? But no, first of all, this is the one I want to bring up. I kept looking at the confessional with, Mel and Martell, and I kept thinking, did they, put them on the same? I feel like if you look, she looks crystal clear. Like, she's in 4K, he's in, 2D. Like, he looks grainy, and she, it looked like they may have superimposed them two together and made it seem like they was in the same room, but they really weren't. And I kept re-looking to see, am I tripping? Because my stuff is all 4K. Okay, that's why she looks so clear. And I felt like, okay, they maybe had filmed stuff separately, okay, and they then put them together. Or maybe be tripping, I don't know. But I kept looking at this. I'm looking like, why does he look so grainy and she's sitting right next to him, but she looks amazing? Like, he looked like he was just, like he's an Atari and she's a Xbox 360, whatever. It's just weird, but I digress. Anyway, Mel and Kimmy meet up or whatever to chit chat or whatever. And Kimmy brings up how, she wants to have something where she wants everyone to kind of get together to encourage people to vote. Oh, that's great. I will be there to help you, girl. Okay, cool. Mel then is like, I'm going to do that as long as you don't be trying to mend fences between me and Tisha. She's like, no, I'm not going to do that or whatever. So they then get into, escortation dates. Okay, escortation gates or whatever. To where, Tisha was escorted out the event or whatever. And Kimmy said, well, to me, I think both of y'all could have handled things differently. I feel like I disagree. I feel like Mel handled things accordingly because at anyone's event, if you're not invited, you are asked to leave. If Tisha would have just walked out, it would have been fine. But no, Tisha want to get you, and she made it an issue. Okay, points blank, period. Tisha asked should have came, but I'm gonna leave that be or whatever. So Mel brings up, well, it did make me feel some kind of way when you then left with Kimmy, girl. It did make me feel some kind of way when you left with Tisha, even though I know that that's your family, whatever. I felt like, I'm saying, it made me feel like you picked sides because you were invited, she wasn't. And then, I want you to be able to not pick sides to where you don't have to be in the middle. Like, you can be my friend and still be her family and, not feel the need to pick a side one way or the other. And then he's like, I would love for that. I'm happy that you are aware that that's what I want to happen. So Mel then brings up how her daughter, who's having a birthday party, wants to have Tisha and Marceau's daughters come to the birthday party because the kids are all friends or whatever. And so mainly because the kids have been friends for years, like I think I'm gonna have to, invite them because my daughter wants to see her friends. And since all this happened, our kids have not seen each other, whatever. And so, but just don't try to mend things between me and Tisha. And Kim said, you know what? I am no longer in there like that. Is no longer my fights. I'm done. Okay, leave me be. And I said, well, I do think if you beefed out with somebody's parent, it is hard to invite them to an event. But I feel like as an adult, you can be in the same room with your kid and let your kids have fun and not have to deal with their parent. Their parent over there somewhere, leave their ass over there be. Okay, leave that be. Now we do see Martell me with his daddy. I ain't gonna put you that. Look. The daddy said, look, I'm sorry I missed the baby shower. You know what I'm saying? I had just been really busy working or whatever. My bad. You know, okay, Dad, I get that, you know what I'm saying? But, in life, you have priorities. And we all be having to work and do this and do that. But you have to think about who you want to be there for. And family should be your top priority. I'm like, did you have that same thought when you was having an affair on your wife and collude your family and run your kid's life? I digress. And so they have that, we get it. And the dad said, I can tell you this, the way me and you are, I would never want that to be how me and my grandkids are. I don't want to ruin the relationship between me and my grandkids. And I'm going to be, I want to be in their life. I want to be around and everything. So Martell does bring up how, I'm in therapy now, whatever. My doctor say how, sometimes things can affect me if I don't know. He says that he feel like, you not been in my life could have affected me in ways I'm not even aware of, really. You know what I'm saying? And so we were talking about that. And his dad said, at times, that's true. Like, things can happen and the effects don't show up until later, but it does affect the person. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not going to let my grandkids not have me in their life. So, from here forward, whenever you need me, 24/7, I'm available. But he did say, like, you know what I'm saying, you can come get me. Meaning, I may not have no car. You want me to come to an event, I can't get there. And I also felt it was weird when the dad got there and the dad didn't want no food. I'm like, did the dad not have like money for food? And he didn't want to have like to pay the bill or whatever. I'm like, I don't know, but it was what it was. So we will see what happens. But the Martell said, I need you to put in some effort. Like, I'll put in a little bit of effort, but I need you to put in more than me because you're the father, you're the grandfather, and all of that. Cool. We do see Martell and Mel talking about the daughter's birthday party. It's gonna be like a little bowling alley that costs like $25 per kid, and then that's the lanes, like $50 per lane, for like 8 lanes. So it's gonna be like $2,000, for a party. $2,000 for, if it's 2 kids party, that's not that much. And considering how much they spend on their own parties, that should be chump change. Okay. Anyway, so she then brings up how our daughters want. I'm cold because my air conditioner wants Tisha and Marceau's daughters to come to the party. He like, hell no, like, because if the daughters come, the parents have to come, and the parents can't make it, and the grandma got to come, we cannot have Wanda ass up in here. No. But I like how Mel said, we have to put that shit aside and, be cordial with these parents based on our kids, what I'm saying, wanting to hang out. So I'm going to call Tisha and, tell her that, our daughters want her daughters to come. He said, well, I'm finna go. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. And then, my ear's gonna be cold. She calls Tisha, okay, and she explained, like, hey, Tisha, the girl's birthday party coming up. One girl said, she wants your girls there, whatever. And, our girls are friends and whatnot. So, we having a party on this day, at this time, at this location, and you and the kids, are, welcome to come, because again, our children, were friends for so long, and even though we are not on the best of terms, I don't want that to affect our children's friendship. And I can appreciate how Tisha was open and receptive, and Tisha agreed that was, something they had to think about, but also how her daughters had also been asking about Martell and Mel's kids. So again, the friends have been asking about the friends or whatever. So it's a good thing when the parents can move past their petty bullshit to allow their children to still have a friendship, and and not break up the kid. Like if the kids choose to not be friends, that's cool. But the parents should not be like, because I don't like your mama, you can't hang out. I'm like, that's just childish or whatever. So that was cool. Now we do see Tisha, have like a little party, not a party, a get together, because they were not able to celebrate Kimmy's birthday. So she invites Kimmy and Maurice and her oldest son, and then Marceau, of course, and then her mama came by, honey. And when Wanda walked in and Marceau said, "I saw a light," and I said, "What is that light? Is it God?" And he was like, "No, it was Satan, my mother-in-law." I said, "Oh shit," you know what I'm saying? I don't like Marceau, but he's funny sometimes because I also don't like Wanda. So she wasn't even in the house for a good 24 to 37 seconds. She already started some shit with Kimmy, okay? And now we have Kimmy versus Wanda, okay? And she's like, "Girl, me and Tisha was talking about you." She was like, "Oh, what was y'all something I wasn't privy to?" Okay, what was the conversation on? "Oh, well, we were talking about how I felt like the last time we was all together that you tossed Tisha, because she was extra. I have to be extra, because you was, you tossed Tisha all up under the bus." She's like, "What are you talking about?" So the reunion, when Mel was saying that Kimmy and Tisha have said things or had conversations about Mel, Kimmy said, "Well, yeah, we have talked about Mel, like we have said those things, but it was like Mel can be extra or whatever. We have said those things." So Wanda feel like Kimmy acknowledging, yes, we have said those things, that was her being under low down, and she stooped low down and underhand, and she's it was just not being loyal or whatever. You should not have spoke with Tisha as far as what Tisha happens. And she's like, "So you saying because my recollection of something that happens isn't the same as Tisha's, I'm stooping low down?" Tisha at first wasn't saying shit, and Kimmy said, "Here go Tisha, always blending herself to walls and not saying anything." Tisha then speaks up, so she know, not that was a different recollection or whatever, but like, I didn't say anything, you know what I'm saying? And you said that I'm like, Tisha, shut up, grow a backbone, and then speak later, whatever. So Kimmy says, "So I need you to kind of explain like what's going on." Wanda then said, "Because then Mel be feeding you information or whatever, and then she be having events, so she be having things and only invite you and don't invite Tisha." And she was like, "Hold up, it's been plenty of times where Mel and Tisha have went out without me, and it was not no big, it wasn't a big issue, whatever. That was before." And she's like, No. Me and Tisha both met Mel at the same time. So again, there were times that them two would go out, and I wasn't invited, but I didn't like it wasn't a big issue, whatever. So you come at me for some, for bogus ass. So reel that shit back. Reel that shit back. What you mean? And I'm like, okay, Kimmy, give it to Wanda, okay, or whatever. So it was like a back and forth thing, back and forth. But then he's like, "This is supposed to be a nice event for Kimmy. Let's calm down, or whatever." And then the conversation kind of ended. And Kimmy said, "Oh, now she shut shit down." Me and Tisha always like let shit go and go and go. But it comes to her mama, she don't control her mama, and her mama is team too much. Her mama is the exception to the rule that parents are off limits, because her mama is consistently inserting herself in the bullshit. So anything that Martell or Mel says about Wanda is fair game, because Wanda is including herself in the bull of the shits. Anyway, so we then see the family all in the front room or whatever, eating and chit-chatting or whatever, and having a good time for the most part. And then Kimmy brings up how she's going to have an event to try to help people, get out and vote, and how she wants people to help or whatever. And then I think Tisha said, "Well, who are you inviting?" She's like, "Well, I'm inviting everybody, and I'm going to, probably invite, yes, Mel and Marcella or whatever. So, they will probably be there." So when Marceau then says, "So you'll have different teams, right?" She's like, "Well, I guess, that can be arranged. Yes, this is that they not all having to be together. Cool. Here go Wanda. You know what I'm saying? Y'all funny. That is some funny bullshit or whatever. Y'all is you should say no. Before that, Marceau then brought up how Mel came down to the thing and what happened there, whatever, and then he brings up how it was kind of crazy for her to come down there, whatever, being upset, saying that we ruined her brands or we were trying to ruin their brand, when we know that it was two people who ruined their brand and it was us. I mean, it was Martell and that mistress or whatever. Then Tisha brings up how, Martell invited us and the kids to the baby's birthday party. That's when Wanda asked Kimmy and Maurice, "Are y'all gonna go?" And they say, "Yeah, we probably gonna go." Y'all shady. Y'all that is shady. Are y'all Scots? Scots. Are y'all Scots? Are y'all for the host? They're like, how is it shady that we're going to our friend's kid's party? Like, that's kind of crazy, whatever. Marcel then brings up how we thinking about bringing the girls. Yeah, we gonna probably bring the girls or whatever. You think that kids shouldn't be friends because their parents don't get along? And she said, yes, your kids can find a new friend. Like, if you don't like the kids' parents, the kids should not be friends anymore. He said, you know what? I am happy that you are not my kid's parent. Like, that is kind of crazy. Well, I think you out here just kissing ass. You out here just eating ass and kissing ass. He said, you will be surprised of who ass I'm eating. I'm looking like, that's nasty. We do not need you to tell Wanda that you was eating her daughter's ass. That's just nasty. And it goes off. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think Wanda was added to the show because it can get boring, and she's bringing the drama of it all. Okay, but I don't know if that's gonna save the show or ruin it, but it's happening nonetheless. Anyway, that was the whole episode. If I left out something, oh well. Peace.